Alright, today is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video over some of the recovery gear that I keep in my truck. Alright, these to start off are the Maxsa traction boards. I have to put two smaller little hose clamps on this side and on this side. And these are just the little cleats that come with the railing system from Toyota. Because of the actual cover, I have this on both sides, and so I actually couldn't get these cleats on. So what I did is I'm eventually going to cut this smooth, but my drill died, so I got enough to bend this down and get the cleats, all three cleats on from this side, and then just slid them over. And in the middle here, it's more just for kind of like a little bit of theft prevention. If somebody somehow gets in the bed of my truck, there's just a little, it's pretty thick wire. I'll probably replace it with something else. And then a really heavy duty lock, which is just what I had in the garage. And then these, I don't really know if they're doing anything, but it kind of holds them down a little bit. And I just have it tied off in both corners. And to the, there's little holes in the Maxsa traction boards on all four corners, and I just have them tied across the top. Then I have this new shovel here. Nothing special, it's got a little hook right there. It's just kind of zip tied in place. I've got about 10 zip ties on this, and then I've got an axe over here made by, sorry if I mispronounce this, but Fiskars. It's the X15. It's like 23 inches, and it fits good right there. I did relocate this part of like with the undercover flex, you can hold it up like that. Well, I can't do that on this side over here. Usually this bar comes down over here. You can see where the hole was. But I just kind of like remade the hole right there, and then it's a little bit harder to get it out, but it still works, and I can get it out if I need to. And then I've got just my Yeti cooler. I just keep the 20 in the truck just because it's a little bit smaller and doesn't take up as much space. To undo these hose clamps, I just have a little, not even like a wrench, but it just fits around there, and you unscrew it, and it's a lot easier than having to keep up with a screwdriver for it. And then I just have these little cutters right here and clamp. And then these are these nice little lights. They're actually really good for, I think I bought them for $5 at Academy. And those are nice to have around. And inside the truck, I keep all this stuff under my seat. But I keep these little, just a bunch of cords and like tie-down straps. These are actually my Yetis, right? They were just out in this little gray bag. That fits fine under there. I have a big toe strap. This is what that toe strap came in. It came from Jeep. I've got a iron crossbar thing to take off lug nuts and stuff like that. I've got tire repair kit. It has like plugs and stuff like that in it. Just nice to have around. And it has an air pressure gauge. I've got just back in here, I just keep a bunch of tools, and I've got a little saw in case I need it, fire starter, matchbooks, these spilled, but tape measure, screwdrivers, and stuff like that. Then, of course, I've got behind this, I've got a pair of working gloves. I've got, this is my hitch I usually have on, but I took it off to tow some stuff, and I just haven't had the time to put it back on. And this one's just kind of like for show, because it's got paracord wrapped around it. And then, but this is just like a 13,000 pound rated hitch, and like a 12,000 pound rated D-ring. And so if I ever needed to pull somebody out from the rear or something like that, then I've got extra D-ring for when I actually use it, because the paracord would just tear right off. Then I've got jumper cables and a lift jack over here. Just factory Toyota stuff. And then this also came from Toyota. It's got a little wrench right there, and this is how you actually lift up that jack. And up in the front, I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not, but I actually have a little, yeah, here it is. It takes out the valve stem core. So, I mean, you're probably not supposed to use it to air down with, but you could if you wanted to. Or if you had to actually replace the valve stem, that'd be handy to have. And, of course, I've got my Paracord steering wheel, so if I absolutely had to, I could actually take all this stuff off and use it for recovering stuff. I couldn't do the truck, obviously, but if I needed to get myself out of a situation, that paracord would help some. And I think that's about it. I'll probably be adding like some little food packs, and of course I've always got stuff in the Yeti if I need drinks and stuff. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a great Christmas.